Everybody, I guess we're having issues with the camera again. Bless it. Let's see if it works this way. We'll do it this way for the time being and see how it works. Hope you guys enjoy it this way. It's still sunny out here in the longest day of the year. And it wasn't my wedding day. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy tonight's show. I took some notes. Waiting for everybody to start coming in live here. Trying to get this to such situation. Just, yeah, screw it. Let's hold it. Gonna hold the camera just right. Gonna hold it just like this. Gonna probably hold it all night long. I hope you guys don't mind listening to me just like this. Hi everybody, Dave Woodson, realtor with Prime Real Estate here in Northwest Indiana. I'm one of the admins at Out of the Box Real Estate. Answering your questions. You can ask me almost anything, real estate, mortgage, marketing related. Spoke at Zillow last week as one of the panelists on the Zillow board. And let's get right into it on tonight's wine. It's Trevento, label 2015, Malbec Reserve. There you go, see it? I've already got myself a glass poured. Right with my glass, there it is. Already got myself a glass poured. Right there, buddy. Right there, Jimmy. Hey, Bill. Hey, Jimmy, how you guys doing tonight? Got 3 viewers already. Let's. I think the rule is going to be if you guys check in, if you guys the viewer, you got to say hi at least. I'll give you guys a thumbs up too, so you guys get a little Facebook love from me. Gonna hold it this way tonight because it's not cooperating. I think Facebook did something to the algorithm. It screwed it all up. It is what it is. So like I said, I spoke at Zillow this week as one of the panelists. One of the panelists that on the Zillow Premier Agent Board, Premier Agent Summit they held in Chicago. I was on the Friday one up in Northbrook. So I was going to go over their questions if I remember what their questions were. Do I track my numbers as best I can? I had a coach call with Bill, Mike Hellikinson. Is that how you say his name? Yeah. And he really got after me for not keeping track of my numbers like I should. And so the day was going to be my first day of really keeping track of my numbers. Only got 2 leads today. I know some people only got 2. I'm used to getting 3 or 4 or 5. So I was disappointed when I only got 2. And I called both of them, and neither one of them returned my call. So it is what it is. I'm going to try this real quick, see if this looks like. There you go. It's oh, there we go. Perfect. Nice. And I'm not in prison, for those who are going to ask. I'm not in prison. I'm in my basement. I do this out of my home office is in my basement, and it's a home built in the 50s, and they used cinder block back then. So that's what this is behind me. I am not in prison. So for those who are like Warren, who are going to ask me later, I am not in prison. But so the Zillow panels were asked, what CRM do I use? That's easy. Realty Juggler. What CRM should you use? The one you're going to use is the best CRM out there. I'm a little itchy tonight, folks. It was hot and sweaty today. Thanks, Bill. You're not sticking around? I got called unprofessional last week. You should stick around and make sure and see if I stick true to form on that one. Michelle, Chicago. I am drinking a Trevento Malbec. I always drink a Malbec. That's my favorite wine. I've already cracked into it. My wife had some. I've had some. And right here it is, my first glass. My second glass, actually, of the evening. Are you drinking a wine tonight, Michelle? Hey, I am true to advertising here. I tell you, if it's wine with Woodson, we are going to be drinking wine with Woodson. And this is going to be switching to Wednesday nights at some point. So it'll be Wednesday night wine with Woodson. So that's almost a mouthful. I wish I could take 10 days off. I'm taking 7 days off in July. and I'll probably take most of those 7 days off. Excuse me, I apologize. Well, you should from now on, Michelle. Every night is a wine night. I usually have one drink a night, something to kind of relax me a little bit. So what CRM do I use? I use Realty Juggler. With the rule, what CRM should you use is the CRM that you will use, whether it's Market Leader, whether it's hell, you can even use Zillow, you can use Commissions Inc., you can use Boomtown, you can use about anything for a CRM. You can use a piece of paper for a CRM, as far as I care. As long as you're using it and using it effectively and keeping track of your customers, calls, follow-ups. Hey, use anything you want to use as long as you keep using it. What else? I did write some notes down, folks. How many touches? I usually give someone for the first couple days a touch a day, 2 touches a day. Best CRM for team. I'm not a team yet, so I can't answer that question. But if you're doing a team, you might look into like a Boomtown or a Commissions Inc. or a Curator or something like that. And those have a CRM built in for it, and it helps you track your leads and things like that. Some people are using Follow Up Boss. Some are using the company CRM. So whatever is, you got to do your research on a team one, Michelle. Be honest with you. So is your name really Michelle Chicago, or are you from Chicago? Yeah, normally, Bill, when I drink wine at this point, or I drink a mixed drink like a Bloody Maria, which is tequila. One of the things I'm using to follow up my leads right now, I'm actually dressing. Oh, what part of Chicago? I'm curious, because I'm in Northwest Indiana. Actually in Chesterton. I live in Michigan City. When my office is in Valpo, I work the Chesterton market pretty well. So we're neighbors essentially. Usually when I get a lead, I get a lead from Zillow. I will follow up with a bomb video. I'm actually going to be doing a new one tomorrow for Commissions Inc. Excuse me, long day today. This is a long day. This kind of it is what it is. I was not feeling well today. Oh, I had a great Lincoln Park party story. I met a girl that looked just like gosh, she was a TV star, Terry Garr. And then when I went to college in the 90s, and she looked just like Terry Garr. She lived in Lincoln Park, followed her around all night, never got anywhere with her. She completely blew me and my friend completely off the whole night. Terry Garr was a fantasy of mine, and she lives in Lincoln Park. So if you see a girl that looks like Terry Garr, the Terry Garr from the 60s and 70s, tell her Dave says hi. She probably won't remember me for one damn bit, but I've got a funny Lincoln Park story. And that's what it is. I have my Terry Garr story. My wife works downtown. She works at the CNA building. She's an actuary. She works at CNA. She's an actuary. And so she goes downtown 3 days a week. And right now we live in Michigan City, but we're moving to Chesterton. And that's my story. So you guys got to ask me some questions, because I don't have enough prepared to talk for an hour. Not every week. So what else did I talk? I talked Bomb. But let's talk Bomb. I mean, this is a video we're doing right here. I love doing video. My voice has been a little scratchy all day. Hey, David Albanese. Had some Albanese cabinet handy today. Not your guy. So I love doing video. Video is one of my mainstays. So one of our lead hits me up on Zillow or soon Commissions Inc., my Commissions Inc. website. They're gonna get a video from me within seconds. A lot of times I call when I get a Zillow lead, I call before they even see the video. The video helps me reinforce I'm a real person. And then I literally call. Gosh, I'm not boring. I promise you I'm not boring. I'm just tired tonight. And I will be calling, and it doesn't help that I'm drinking wine. Nice healthy pour. I got about one more partner. Do you have a link to your Gmail? Yes, I certainly do. I certainly do. And that has helped me get expired listings. If I've reached out to them, I got their email, I will shoot them a quick video email. Kind of let them know right up front that I'm different than everybody else. They're getting a video email from me. I don't use BombBomb as an autoresponder with my email yet. I just have not. I don't use a lot. I don't use a lot of autoresponders with my email. Just don't. If I send something to someone that's expired, it is personalized. I'm using their name, using their address, telling them what I would do differently. I don't give them a price. I don't give them a price, obviously, but I use their name, use their address, and just tell them what I would do differently for their neighborhood. And it has helped every time. It is, and if I get something from my not if it's coming from Zillow. It's the same email. Michelle, Zillow is my favorite lead source. Let me go back to David's question real quick. If it's a Zillow lead, it gets a different video from me. If it's gonna be Commissions Inc., it's gonna be a different video email from me. And how they set it up is there's integration keys integration keys inside of BombBomb and inside of Commissions Inc., and that's how you set them up. And it's really, really easy. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me, I know you can do it. But if I'm doing it for a expired, it is a personalized video email. I'm using their name, using their home address, and things like that. Right, exactly. So if it's Zillow or Commissions Inc., it's two different emails, because I'm not going to say, hey, you just hit me up on Commissions Inc. when it's a Zillow lead. And right now, I actually got to go back and change my Zillow video email, because I'm using Zillow, and right now I could be getting a Trulia or something like that. So, and it's very easy to do, Dave. If you get BombBomb, they can walk you right through it, and it's quite easy to do. It's quite easy to do. I can do it, and I did it. And I did it in an hour one day. That's with me recording the video and uploading it, doing the integration key and things like that. So, but right now, like I said, if I get an email for expired or for some owner, I'm emailing them a personalized email. I am using their name, using their address. I will take it privately. You've got my email. Any other questions? So, Michelle, back to your question. My favorite lead source right now is Zillow. And I know I talk a lot of Zillow, and I'm a big Zillowite. But right now, they've been very good to me. Right now, last year, half my transactions came from Zillow. I'm closing roughly on average, 1.5 to 2 transactions a month just off Zillow. So Zillow is paying for itself. Zillow is paying for itself right now. Through me. I mean, it is, and I got my lender paying for half of it. So if you have a lender that's willing to pay for up to half of it, take advantage of it. Let them pay for half of it. And I don't get paid by Zillow. Trust me, I don't. I don't get nothing from Zillow. I get a swift handshake and a pat on the back and says, "Good job, Dave. Do it again." But back to video on Zillow, I'm actually going to be purchasing the video product. 2 zip codes, Michelle. I'm not going to tell you which two. I'll tell you. You can find them. Chesterton and Michigan City. But I'm dropping Michigan City when I move to Chesterton. Because why? Because I'm not getting what I want to get out of Michigan City. I know Michigan City, and I should not have taken it. I get a lot of dead leads. I get a lot of rental leads over here, and I don't do rentals. It's not worth my effort to do rentals. So I'm actually going to pick up either more of Chesterton, or Portage, or Valpo, or Westville, or something like that. Something with a more dollar value. And I know Michigan City has a good dollar value, but I'm not getting the lake leads like I hope. I got to buy a lot more impressions at the lake leads. And the lake leads are far out. Michigan City is on a whole probably as average as 110,000, where the lake is giving me 400,000 to $500,000 to $1 million up on the lake. where Chesterton, the average is probably 175. My personal average right now, as of last night, was 225. It went up. Where are you from, Molly? Let me ask you where you're from, Molly. Corey, I'll answer your question in a minute. I want to know where Molly's from. Well, first of all, I'll answer your question, Corey. What kind of media do you do for your listings? Social, video, virtual. There's my big three. I don't do any print. I don't do any radio at this point. Social is my big one. Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Obviously, that almost goes without saying at this point. Is that what you're asking me, Corey? So, Molly, the question I have for you then at this point is how many people in your market are using Commissions Inc. or Boomtown or a Curator in your market, and how many times are you contacting them? Are you texting them? Michelle, because just in my area, I don't think it works in my area anymore. Our market sucks so bad. I do Instagram as well. Until I just kind of left my mind. Are you texting them, Molly? I mean, I text people. I mean, they get a call, they get an email, they get a text. The next day, they get a call, they get a text. And usually, if they're not responding by a call or text by the second or third day, I drop them. They go into the drip, man. They go into the drip at that point. Professional depends on the home where they get professional photography. I'm doing the 360 Matterport. I love I own a Matterport. Hey, Sean Carpenter, big drink to Sean Carpenter, everybody, friend of mine. I am doing Snapchat as well. I mean, you guys are catching me. You're asking me. I'm getting bombarded now with questions. Hey, Kelly Mirabella. I love the name. It's almost Kelly Noble Mirabella. I got to use all three. Yeah, I am using Snapchat. I'm using Instagram. The trick I'm learning on Instagram. What's up, Dave? Good. It's always good to see you, Sean. Hey, big tip of the glass to you again. The trick that I'm learning on Instagram is not loading it up front with hashtags, but the comment below it is comment again with your hashtags. That's what I'm starting to learn right now. My daughter, believe it or not, hey Dave, I'm not gonna try to say your last name, Fresquet. I'm not gonna try to say your last name. You have to call me later and tell me how to say your last name. My daughter's actually, I have a 12-year-old daughter is teaching me a lot on Instagram. She gets a ton of traffic or a ton of hits on her stuff because she uses the right hashtags. And so I don't want to overload stuff on hashtags. What helps with me on my Instagram is I got a good following base, both realtor and local. I'm learning to game my town, believe it or not. Michigan City. Oh, I'll take a sip for you. My town in Michigan City has its own hashtag, so I learned to use any of my listings, my Michigan City. So I learn that hashtag, and I'm the only realtor that I know that's using that hashtag at this point, because there's not a lot of agents in my area that are using Instagram, that are using Snapchat. The thing about the Snapchat, the beauty of any social media is in the comments. Always cool when certain posts or get good engagement in the comments. You're absolutely right, Sean. You should be doing this and not me, believe it or not. I love doing good comments, and I love paid. Am I farming? Not like I should, Molly, believe it or not. I am not farming like I should. One of the things I was going to start doing this week was farming. I got a great excuse for not farming, and its excuse is just like your asshole. Everybody's got one, and I don't want to use it as an excuse. I was hoping to move by now, and I haven't moved, and so that's what I was going to wait for. So my farm has been. It hasn't been watered in a while, but it will be there very soon when I get back off vacation. I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks. I don't want to farm now and miss something. But I'm the only agent in my area that's using Facebook video ads. So I am farming my area with Facebook video ads, which is Chesterton. I say that now because I know I can control who comes into the group, so I can control if you're part of in my neck of the woods or not. There's only 2 or 3 agents in my neck of the woods on the group. I don't want to crop dust. I want to be able to farm it correctly once a month, once every couple of weeks. Mary Shannon Moore, everybody. Tip of the glass to you, Mary. Mary Shannon. I feel like I should be drinking bourbon or scotch. Mom's in the house. I gotta behave now. So if I missed any questions at this point, I think I've been trying to keep up on them. So I'm not farming like they're on here. There's a few of them on here. I know Hugo's not on here yet. He always misses me every week. Carla's not on here. Bill Crane's on here. Dig a road before you're thirsty, my friend. I'm not thirsty yet, but you are absolutely correct, Bill. I need to start digging now before I get thirsty. You are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I will start digging here very soon. Nope. It is Trevento from Argentina, Malbec. I always drink a Malbec. So if anyone wants to sponsor the wine of the week, have them give me a call. I know you did. Drinking a Malbec. Sean, no, I don't actually. I have not done that ever. This is I'm not sure if you know. This is only my fourth full time year at this point, and I just haven't done any. The one thing I did a couple years ago, 2 years ago, last year at this point, was for Easter, and I walked my farm, which I crop dusted my farm with the peeps, and I was like, "You want to take a peep at my marketing?" And I left peeps on everybody's doorsteps. No cheese or crackers because I don't want to talk about my mouth full, Dave. If they don't want to call me David. So that was the only special marketing I've done around the 4th of July. It's just not my cup of tea. I always feel it's kind of kitschy, and it's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm 100% right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't like being gitchy or kitschy with my marketing. I just don't like doing that. I'm not afraid of door knocking, but it's not my cup of tea. I don't want to knock anybody who wants a door knock. But if you don't want a door knock, I'm not going to force you to door knock. So do as you please. God, did that make any sense whatsoever? I'm already drinking too much. Oh God, we got a great crowd tonight, though. What's your thought on that, Sean? Do you do anything? Did you teach your agents to do anything around the 4th of July or any kind of summer events? Some of you guys gotta get Corey, I certainly do believe. I see the. If you give me a second, I pulled up. I've had it on the market 1 week. Sorry if you guys, I'm talking outside of my neck to you. Wrong picture. Hold on, I'm sorry guys. I'll keep pulling the wrong one. Well, I might. Here it is. Nope, keep pulling the wrong one. Sorry guys. On my Matterport, I know I'm getting on certain homes. I'm getting great hits on it. Like on one I have, it's called 9 Tryon Farm. If you want to Google 9 Tryon Farm Lane in Michigan City, I have a Matterport attached to the Zillow, and I've got 44 hits on that thing in a matter of just a short week. So, and I know that attracts a lot of Chicago buyers. And I also did one for a high-end house, which is $589 in my neck of the woods. It's called Sand Creek. Give me 1 second, Mary. I'll answer that question. The camera itself, I'll answer that question in a second. So I've got over 100 hits on that. Over 100 hits in that in the first week. I'll tell you what, guys, when we're done here, I'll drop in some links for Matterport. The Matterport, Mary, is a camera. It costs about $4,500. Let's call it even $5,000. Then it's like $100 a month for the service. It does a virtual 3D tour of the home. You actually have to walk the camera through the house. And my broker and I are the only 2 agents in Northwest Indiana that have it at this point. I think the cost is kind of prohibitive for some agents. All right, more drinking for you, David. How's that sound? Are you the blown out windows? I don't get the blown out windows because you have to go through and mark the windows. There's a way of editing. Check out my 2 on Zillow though. I'm already getting listings because of it, Sean. Believe it or not. I missed some questions in there. If I didn't answer your question, you guys gotta. I'm not sure if I can scroll. I can scroll. What do you know? Matterport, Michelle, is a virtual 3D camera. Google Matterport. You'll see it. If you look at my listings on Zillow, you'll find them as well. Pool parties, cookouts with a select group of past clients. My loan guy and I, Sean, my loan guy and I have talked about doing that. We're probably going to do something like that toward the end of summer. I have the camera set up different, and I have my chair set up different. There, is that better for you? So, it's just a way to do the video. I had to change the iPad around a little bit. I know I look skinnier. I need to shave though. For Facebook, it could be different. It could be a different story. But for your MLS, it's gonna be the Matterport. It's a virtual 3D tour. For Zillow, it's gonna be a different story. I think I will have already made my money back on the Matterport. Just a couple more listings, I'll have made all my money back. We're actually meeting with a builder tomorrow. And we should get all their listings just because we have the Matterport. One of the reasons, well, not just because we have the Matterport. It'll help that we have the Matterport. It'll help that we do video. I'm the only guy in my neck of the woods using the Zillow video. I'm gonna be looking into the Facebook 360 stuff. My next purchase is gonna be a Facebook 360. If I gotta buy a certain camera for it, I'm gonna do that. Plain and simple. I'm willing to do what I got to do. Nothing. It doesn't compare at all. It does not compare. There's no sound on the Matterport. The Matterport is a still camera, if you will. You just move around the room. It doesn't compare at all to the Facebook 360. But it's two different. It will work with the Oculus Rift. And Molly, to answer your question real quick, do photographers have in my area? They certainly do, but they're charging $500 a camera, a scan. And right now, I don't want to pay $500 a scan. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. I left my questions at the office, but we talked about CRM. The Matterport is more for virtual tours. Have you not seen a Matterport scan? I've posted the Matterport. I'll post it again on the comments here below when we get done. So I did talk about yes, Gandra, we did talk about the Zillow panel already, and the Zillow panel was last Friday. Michelle, nice talking to you. You want to friend me up? We can talk more. I'm not bashful. I'm pretty open. You hear my dog barking upstairs right now. I know you're not. You don't pay attention to me. I'm like the rogue, the loose cannon of the group. Thanks, Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. So what other questions can I answer for you? It needs it. Well, I'm not sure why it's broken. The wife is upstairs. The daughter is the girl is out with a friend, and she barks at anything that she thinks is going to attack the house. Wednesday is our dog's name. Wednesday, after Wednesday Addams. David, I love Twitter. I was an early adopter to Twitter. I've got about 21,000 followers on Twitter at this point. I'm only following about 11,000, and I've got them all broke down. Phoebe, I have finished the bottle at this point, but I'm drinking a Trevento from Argentina. It's a 2015 Malbec from Argentina, obviously. I love Twitter. I've been ignoring it lately, just because I've been focusing on other things. But it was always one of LinkedIn was my first love. It was the first social media that I was on, and that was when it first came out. Then I got on Twitter in 2007, I do believe. And I follow you on Twitter, so I like Twitter. I just need to get back in love with it again. I fell in love with it for some reason. It kind of my hashtag, my local hashtag, kind of burns me a little bit, or not burns me, kind of sours me a little bit. It's a lot of not spammers, but people who are in a silo. They're not interested in engaging anymore. Are you on Periscope? No, I'm not on Periscope. Well, I have done Periscope. My go-to is Facebook Live at this point. I probably should have a Periscope running right now on my phone, but I don't. But I have done a Periscope. But I'm definitely learning how to do Snapchat more. Picking up more followers on Snapchat all the time. Instagram. Have I tried Ripple for Twitter campaigns? No, sir, I have not. I will actually write that down. I have not tried a Twitter campaign at all. I've actually been pretty successful. I'm on my iPad right now, my iPad Pro. Sean Carpenter with the big save again. Another drink to you, sir. How much business is this from social media? I have lots of fans. When I did loans, I used to get a lot of business off of there, and now my social media seems to back up my brand more than it does anything else. If they see me if they Google me after they talk to me, they always notice my engagement, my social media channels, my YouTube and things like that. Molly, you might as well jump on it. Might as well get on it while you can. My daughter just jumped on it. She's 12. That's her second or third, maybe her fourth now social channel. She does Musical.ly. She does Instagram. She does Snapchat. She does. I haven't let her on Facebook yet though. So, and she just jumped on Twitter. Yeah, but people are going to be paying attention, and I'm saving my snaps so I can edit them all together. So for like one big funny story. There's a guy, and I've mentioned his name out here before, who does a great YouTube channel, The Lawn Care Nut. The Lawn Care Nut. Does nothing but talk about lawn and cigars and beer, but mostly about his lawn. Over 1 million views. And he makes money off his channel, and he talks about mowing his lawn and caring for his lawn, but he tells a great story. So one thing you always got to learn is tell a great story, and that's something that I'm struggling with right now is learning to tell my story, because sometimes I come off like an asshole. What was it, Todd Carpenter? What was Todd's name from used to work for NAR? Compared Twitter to the kegger. The LinkedIn to the 9-to-5 crowd, and Facebook to your mom and dad's Christmas party. Good is it's great for SEO, but good, David. Is anybody on it right now? I mean, I barely throw anything on Google Plus. Am I missing the boat? That's what I mean. I mean, Google Plus. I mean, I used it for about 10 minutes. It seemed like, but it's like none of my friends are on it. No one's paying attention to it unless I might throw something on it through YouTube or something like that. But no one's really doing anything with it. So how do you grow the engagement on Snapchat though, Sean? That's the question right now. It's I mean I'm saving my Snapchats like Bat Dad to edit them all together to make one big story. But really, can I tell a story in 10 seconds? Facebook is awesome, but you got to learn not to overdo it. There's a couple of lone guys that I won't mention names, who all they do is just puke on you all day long, and I hate that. And sometimes I feel like I'm doing that. I know today I purposely avoided being on Facebook so much. I kind of posted some Facebook Father's Day stuff yesterday. My dad's dealing with dementia, so I wanted my aunts and uncles to see how my dad's doing, so I posted that yesterday. But today was kind of like a low-key day for me, and I just kind of at the very end saying, as I was getting ready for this, I just countered a counter, and now I'm getting ready for this, and it's like my strategy early on was always like Costanza. As he left the room, he get Costanza like man, and I always wanted to kind of say something like, I'm doing this, but I'm actually doing this. I'm cooking dinner, but I just countered an offer. I don't do the dog face filter. My daughter does that to me. But you're absolutely right. But are you following Gary V on there, Sean? Gary's killing it on there, but then again, I don't have Gary's audience. I wish I did, but I certainly don't. Give me 1 second, guys. I am going to switch drinks to a Coke real quick. I keep it very personal. Dog pictures, daughter pictures, wife pictures, me pictures, pictures of this and that. Me having fun. I don't know political talk whatsoever. Oh, he's on a totally different, but I know no political talk, no religious talk. Mostly he's talking about hustling, believe it or not. He's talking about being up early in the morning, playing basketball. He's doing some short interviews on there. What's coming up next for his on his channel. Tells people to watch his channel. And then he's using the filters, and that's really what catches my eye. And I'm not 9 times out of 10 I'm in the car when I think of something funny to say on my Snapchat. So I shouldn't be doing Snapchat while I'm in the car. So. But if they don't have a following, Sean, I mean, no one's going to see it. That's my issue with Snapchat right now. I got about 40, maybe 50 friends on there, but I mean, are they paying attention to me? Am I doing it too much? Am I doing it too little? Today I didn't do any snaps. But I'll do more snaps tomorrow. And I'll do some more snaps on Wednesday because now I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to plan out my snaps. Like the other day I golfed with my broker and my marketing guy and my loan guy, and I had like 3 or 4 snaps that I wanted to do, but lo and behold, I didn't do any snaps because I forgot. But am I hustling enough as a realtor to do that, to show that? Or do I come off like an asshole? That's my catch-22 in my head. And maybe I should not think about it in my head. Maybe I should just do it and let the critics be damned. Like someone posted today, the only people who should be laughing at me is Zuckerberg. It's like Gary V posted today. The only people who should be laughing at me is Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk. Everybody else could shut the hell up because you don't get the chance to laugh at me. You're absolutely right. Sean, you're the smartest guy in the room tonight. You get a tip of the glass. See what time it is. It is 9:10. About 20, about 15 more minutes, guys. Then we're gonna call it quits. Janet Nation, everybody. How you doing, Janet Nation? She's the nation's girl. So I guess it's similar to the Target stuff that Gary does a sponsored ads Facebook, but a shorter version. Yeah, much shorter version, obviously. Well, if I could rap, I would. Okay, David might be smarter than you, but he's not talking as much as you. Between the three of us, we're the smartest guys in the room. I'm just the drunkest guy in the room at all. About 15 more minutes, guys. I'm gonna call it quits. Owl rapping. Oh, owl rapping. Aren't they endangered species? We can get in trouble for that. Well, I got something to show you there, Sean. My Titleist golf hat. My Purdue Titleist golf hat. I know you're jealous, you Ohio State fan, you. No, I didn't say runkest. I said drunkest. Is that a word? The most drunk? I know, I saw your stuff on Facebook. You forget we're Facebook friends. Yeah, I'm sure you don't forget, but so yeah, I was a little jealous of that. Oh, it is right. You are a Gator fan. I'm sorry. It's spelled Purdue. It's different. It's a different spelling. I'm pretty sure it's a different spelling. Hey, name one college that's actually named in a John Wayne movie. Purdue. But for that, I put my hat on tonight. Yeah, friends of mine were up from Columbus yesterday or over the weekend. Couple more questions, guys. Any questions? What do I have written down here? Do you guys leave feedback? Let's talk feedback real quick. I got kind of nailed today on a little bit on. They do have one of the biggest drums in college bands. They have the world's largest drum. I got kind of snapped at today by one of our own agents in my office about leaving feedback, because I leave horrible feedback. It's vague. It's not my job to sell your house. It's my job to sell my house and what have you. So I leave very vague feedback, and I got kind of snapped at today by one of our agents for leaving vague feedback. I leave feedback. I always leave feedback, but it's very vague. Nice home. I don't tell if it's overpriced or anything like that, because it's not my job to tell you that it's overpriced. I may if someone's renting the home and they left it a mess, I'll say something kind of snide about that. It's like, hey, could you tell them to clean the house up next time? Yeah, I don't leave that one. and sometimes my feedback is submitting an offer on another house, or I write submitting an offer. Look, check your email soon. And with that, the bottle of wine is empty. We'll go on for another 10 more minutes, because after that I get a little punchy. $9:15. When I'm showing about 10 houses in a day, it's hard to remember every house. I know it's funny when some clients go, remember that house? I'm like, no, I don't. So I actually start naming the houses. We have the porn house. We have the chicken house. We have the bad window house. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate you stopping by. I'd love some feedback if you want to email it to me later if you get a chance. I know probably ending on feedback is not the best one to do, but I would love to get your opinion about how I did tonight. And we'll talk soon. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon, brother. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks. So I started, when I don't remember houses, I started naming the houses. Porn house, that had shag carpeting on the walls. Yes, we actually had a house with shag carpeting on the walls. It was a porn house. I'm convinced of it. They were doing things in that house that humans shouldn't do to each other. I wanted to give thumbs up to some people. So any other questions before we call it quits here tonight, guys? I had some of the most views we had all week. 13 viewers, up to 19 viewers. We had almost 20 viewers tonight. I hate that, Molly. It drives me insane. It's like, ugh, I feel like I'm intruding on them. And I know I'm not, because I'm there to sell their house, but I really feel like I'm intruding on them. I had one kid follow me around the house, like, leave me alone, go away, you little bastard. I'm trying to sell your house, go. But I hate that when they don't leave the house, and then I'll leave feedback. Tell them to leave the house next time. Tell them to vacate. Just go outside. Go sit in the yard. Just go do anything, but don't be in the house, because being in the house just drives me and my clients insane. We feel like we're intruding. We feel like we can't be open and talk about the house. Even though I think every time I go into a house, I feel like I'm being recorded. I tell my clients that, hey, chances are if you go into the house, you are being recorded. Abe Mendoza, I appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you. If you can't focus, leave. Apologize. Have a good night. See you guys later. And if you don't sell that house, it's their fault. That's how I look at it. They should always leave. In fact, I'm really thinking about doing the guaranteed close. And if I do the guaranteed sale program, if I do that, they got to leave the house. The house has got to be clean 24/7. Got to be ready to show in a moment's notice, the whole 9 yards. And if they can't do that, if they can't leave the house, people's like, well, I want to stay in the house. Then I'm not taking the listing. If you got to stay in the house, I'm not taking your listing, because you have nothing in that house of value that you cannot leave that house. That bugs me. That really bugs me when people stay in the house. It just makes you think they're hiding something. They probably are. Dead bodies in the basement. Another kid in the crawl. You guys have no clue what that means. I think John Wayne Gacy, he had the kids in the crawl space, the boys in the crawl space. He dug the bodies up, put them in there. I went off on a tangent. Sorry, I apologize. But if your clients can't focus, then they're not doing their job to sell their own house. Any other questions, guys? We're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes. If you don't, that's 9:19. One or two more questions before we call it quits for the night. Tonight, guys, Abe Mendoza for you. I was drinking Trevento from Argentina. It's a Malbec. I always drink a Malbec. And I drank the majority of the bottle. There, I drank the majority of the bottle. My wife had a glass. I had the rest. Oh, and tonight we have the strawberry moon, which is the full moon on the summer solstice. So if you can see the full moon tonight, get out and go look at it. It won't happen again for 40 more years at this point. It's the full moon on the summer solstice. It's called the strawberry moon, and go out and take a look at it. Enjoy it, and because it won't happen for 40 more years. At that point, I'll be dead. Think about that happy thought. In 40 years, I'll be dead. I'll guarantee it. Someone in real estate will kill me by that point. Any other questions, guys, before we call it quits? Well, Sean Carpenter, Mary, Molly, Abe, Andrew, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. You guys are all great. You guys are all great for hosting me, allowing me to do this. On behalf of all the admins and Out of the Box, appreciate you guys allowing me to do this again. We'll be here next week with Wine with Woodson. Sooner or later, this will be moving to Wednesday nights, probably when I move. Until then, thanks, guys. Have a great night. And any questions, feel free to hit me up in the group.